is I, Alex the Boogeyman, here at Tunnel Boxing Club Pittsford with your focus point. And this week, we're gonna focus on one of my favorite things, something I like a lot. It is the double jab to rear hand. For me, it's my right hand. So that could be a double jab cross, could be a double jab across the body, could be a double jab uppercut, could be a double jab hook, could be a double jab hook to the body, could be a double jab overhand, and so on and so forth. Now, why I like this, what I like about it is that double jab gives me an extra split second to figure out what to do with my rear hand. Whereas, let's say I just threw a jab cross, very common, but I've already committed that rear hand. Once I've committed that rear hand, I'm more vulnerable. What I want to do is see how my opponent reacts to the jab. And if I throw just a quick jab cross, I may not have time to do that. So for instance, let's say I throw that double jab and they bring their hands together to block, right, up here. Well, that means the body's open. So maybe I'll throw a double jab cross to the body. Or let's say I throw that double jab and they start to duck underneath. Okay, I see that coming. I throw the rear uppercut right to the chin, catch them. Maybe I throw the double jab and they slip, and I throw that rear hook to the body. So it's giving that little extra time to figure out what they're doing and adjust accordingly. Helps you understand the why behind boxing. I like it a lot. We're gonna be doing it a lot. Now, here are some problems that we usually see when someone throws a double jab rear hand, or you can also call them common mistakes. And so the first one is just telegraphing the rear hand, moving the rear hand before it's ready to deliver. So if I'm gonna throw, let's say, a double jab uppercut, what I don't wanna do is go double jab and then my hand's down here preparing to throw the uppercut. I don't wanna do that. I wanna keep my hand up as long as I can. Only when I'm going to deliver the punch will it move into position. So if I'm throwing a double jab right hook, I don't want my hand going out here, boom, 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 showing what I'm gonna do, also leaving me open. I wanna keep it tight until the very end. Even if I'm throwing that right hook to the body, I don't wanna drop my hand early. Your brain will try to do this because it wants to help, but it's really not helping. You wanna keep it up until the end. Don't commit to it until you're actually delivering the punch. And the second issue we see, and this one is very hard to avoid, especially if you get tired, and if you're throwing a lot of double jabs, it's gonna happen, and it's just the double jab starting to suck. So if you're throwing lots of double jabs, that shoulder's gonna get tired. Also, if you're thinking about just the power rear hands, bam, 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 you might start to lose your double jab. It might start to turn into more of a tap, more of a touch, or people just like, bam, 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 right? We don't necessarily want a touch. Yes, there may be a time for it, but ultimately, we want our jabs to be snappy. We want it to be a pop. We want it to be worth reacting to by our opponent. So we've got to get that snap in the jabs. And as always, it comes down to relaxing that shoulder. If I'm tense and tight, I'm not going to be able to throw a very good double jab, and I'm going to get really burned really quickly. So I've got to keep it loose. I don't even need to bring my hand back all the way, bring it back halfway, but it's that snap back at the end. That's what's gonna make the double jab sting. So even when your shoulder starts to get tired and you're doing this a lot, you get robotic, every once in a while, take a moment, move back, reset, and think about, okay, am I getting my double jab? Am I snapping my double jab? Am I throwing a good double jab? It's gonna make you better. Just imagine you're whipping someone with a towel, or you're taking a cookie out of a cobra's mouth, or someone's going to chop your hand off with a machete if you don't get it back fast. Whatever metaphor helps, I want you to use it, because we're going to work on this a lot this week. We're going to make it better. We're going to set up that rear hand, because that is how we do